Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about representing rational numbers on the number line. Let us concentrate into the two basic rules that are listed here. First one is if the rational number fraction is proper. So we all know what is a proper fraction. A proper fraction is the fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator. For example, 4 by 5, 7 by 11, 5 by 6. So if you look into these rational numbers, you will observe that the numerator in this case, which is 4, is less than the denominator, which is 5. Similarly, the numerator 7 is less than the numerator 11. And the numerator 5 is less than the denominator 6. So these type of numbers in which the numerator is less than the denominator are called proper fractions. So now moving on to point number 1 once again, if the rational number fraction is proper, then it lies between 0 and 1 on the number line. So if we plot a point on the number line and if it happens to be a rational number fraction which is proper, then that particular point will be lying between the points 0 and 1 on the number line. Now moving on to point number 2. If the rational number fraction is improper. Now what are improper fractions? Improper fractions are those fractions in which the numerator is greater than the denominator. For example, we have 7 by 5, 13 by 6, 15 by 11. So if you look into all these numbers, what we observe here is that the numerator 7 is greater than the denominator 5. The numerator 13 is greater than the denominator 6. And the numerator 15 is greater than the denominator 11. So if the rational number fraction is improper, then first convert it to mixed fraction. So if we get such improper rational numbers, then we have to first convert it into a mixed fraction. For example, if we take the number 7 by 5, so if you have to convert it into a mixed fraction, it becomes 1 whole 2 by 5. So you can see in this mixed fraction there is a whole number part, that is 1. So if the rational number fraction is improper, then first convert it to mixed fraction, which you have done here, and then the given rational number, means 7 by 5 is the given rational number, lies between the whole number, that is 1, and the next whole number, that is 2. That means this number, when expressed as a mixed fraction, will be lying between the whole number which is appearing here and the next whole number, and the next whole number after 1 is 2. That means this number 7 by 5 will be lying between the points 1 and 2 on the number line. So let us repeat the 2 points or the 2 rules. If the rational number fraction is proper, then it lies between the points 0 and 1 on the number line. And if the rational number fraction is improper, then first convert it to mixed fraction, and then the given rational number lies between the whole number and the next whole number. Now, since we have come to know about the basic rules, now we will proceed to represent some rational numbers on the number line. So let us take the first question. So the first question is represent (1 by 2) and minus (1 by 2) on the number line. So what we have to do? First we have to look into the given rational number. This is 1 by 2, this is minus 1 by 2. Now if you look into it, both are proper fractions. Now to start plotting this on the number line, the first thing we have to do is draw a line. So this line is drawn. Then mark a point O on it. So let us take the point O on it. Okay. Now let the point O represent 0. This point O represent 0. Now set of unit lengths OA to the right, like here, suppose you take unit length OA to the right of the origin or the point O, and OA dash to the left of the origin. This we take it as 1 unit, not to scale. It can be here also, you can take any depending on the requirement. Now A represents the integer 1 and A dash represents the integer minus 1. The next step will be OA is to be divided into parts. But then how many parts? So OA is divided into 2 parts. Now why 2 parts? Because the bottom of the fraction, if you look into, the value is 2. So you have to divide this into as many parts as is equal to the number which is appearing in the denominator. So since it is 2, so we divide it into 2 parts. So this is 2, let us mark it as P. On this also mark it as P dash. We have to divide it into 2 parts. It is 1 by 2, so on the right hand side positive number, on the right between 0 and 1 we have to divide it into 2 equal parts, and towards the left of it OA dash we divide it into 2 equal parts. So the first part, if you move from this will be 1 by 2, and to the left of it this is minus 1 by 2. So therefore here on the number line P represents 1 by 2 and P dash represents minus 1 by 2. So hopefully you have understood this. So here we have plotted 2 rational number fractions which are proper. Now let us take an example in which we will be plotting a rational number fraction which is improper. Now before we can do question number 2, please have a look. So now let us move on to question number 2. Represent 13 by 5 and minus 13 by 5 on the number line. So what we have to do is, first of all, we need to see to the fraction, and here it is 13 by 5 and minus 13 by 5. That means we have been given 2 improper fractions to plot. So our criteria is, if we get an improper fraction, we have to first change it to proper fraction. So now what we do, first convert it into mixed fraction. 13 by 5, so you have to 2 3 by 5, and this can be written as 2 plus 3 by 5. Similarly, if we write minus 13 by 5, this can be written as minus 2 plus 3 by 5. That means what we have done here, we have converted the improper fraction into a mixed fraction. So now we have to plot same criteria. We will draw a line. We take mark a point O which represents the integer 0. Here it is 2. The whole number part is 2. So let us mark it unit lengths OA, AB and BC. So we take 3 unit lengths OA, OB and BC. Similarly on the left hand side also we will take OA dash, A dash, B dash and B dash, C dash. Now moving on to the right hand side, we have 2 plus 3 by 5. So we take full 2 lengths. from OA and AB. So 2 unit lengths you have taken, and the third unit you have to divide it into 5 equal parts, because the denominator of this particular fraction is 5. So you have to divide it into 5 equal parts. Which unit? The third unit, because 2 is here, so the first unit is taken as a whole, and the third one you have to divide into 5 equal parts, and from these 5 equal parts you have to take the third part. So let us first divide. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you have divided BC into 5 equal parts, and from this the third part you have to take, because 3 is appearing here. So first, second and third. So let us mark it as P. So P representing the value 13 by 5. So the point P represents 13 by 5 on the number line. Similarly, moving towards the left of the origin, we have 2 units. This is minus 2 plus 3 by 5. So 2 full lengths you will take, 2 full unit lengths, and the third unit we have to divide it into 5 equal parts. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So B dash C dash is again divided into 5 equal parts, and then we have to take the third part. So from here, this is the first part, second part, and this is the third part. So mark it as P dash. So P dash represents minus 13 by 5. So from here we find that on the number line, if it is 13 by 5, then if you convert it into mixed fraction, the whole number is 2. And according to the point number 2, the basic rules which you have discussed in the beginning, the number lies between the whole number and the next whole number. So which is the whole number here? 2. And which is the next whole number? 3. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. This is minus 1, this is minus 2, and this is minus 3. So you can find, so this whole number 13 by 5 lies between 2 and 3. Similarly, minus 13 by 5 lies between minus 2 and minus 3. So this is how we can plot a proper fraction as well as an improper fraction rational number on the number line. So now I will give you some questions. You will do it at home, and then we will see how can we solve the questions. The more you solve, the more you get the confidence how to solve the problems. So let us write down the questions. Question number 1. Plot 5 by 7 on the number line. Question number 2. Plot 1 by 4 and 1 whole 2 by 4 on the number line. Number 3. Plot 2 by 3 and 1 by 3 on the number line. Question number 4. Plot 1 by 3 and 5 by 6 on the number line. Then you've got question number 5. Plot minus 1 by 2 and 5 by 8 on the number line. Question number 6. Plot 5 by 8 and 2 whole 3 by 8 on the number line. And number 7. Plot minus 1 by 2 and 1 4 by 6 on the number line. Now before we conclude this class, let us look into question number 4. You can see the two numbers, two improper fractions are given, 1 1 by 3 and 2 5 by 6, and you have to plot both the points on the same number line. Now if you look carefully, you can see the denominator of the first improper fraction is 3 and the second one is 6. So what we have to do is we have to make the denominators same in both the numbers. So the first number is denominator is 3 and the second one denominator is 6. So we take the LCM of 3 and 6, then it comes to 6. So you have to make the denominators same by taking the LCM. So you have to change the first number by making the denominator equal to 6, and then we can go ahead with this. For example, 1 3 by 3, 1 1 by 3, 1 1 by 3 is equals to 4 by 3, and this is 12 plus 5, 17 by 6. This is 17 by 6 and this is 4 by 3. So in this case we have the 6 in the denominator, here it is 3. So you have to make it as 6. So what we do? We write 4 into 2 by 3 into 2. So this becomes 8 by 6. So we will be plotting the number 17 by 6, that means 2 5 by 6, and 8 by 6, that means 1 1 by 3 on the number line. So hopefully you have understood this concept. So go through this entire session and have a nice day.